Hey, how's it going, folks? Stacker Noob UK back once again with another precious metals stacking video. Hope you're all doing really well. Now, the more eagle-eared among you may have noticed a subtle change to my introduction there. I would usually introduce my videos by saying another silver stacking video, but I went with precious metal stacking video today because I thought I'd finally reveal to you guys my other little stack, which is of course gold. A hint to what it is that I've got is in front of you. So recently you saw me complete a tube of Austrian Philharmonics, a lovely coin in the silver version, fantastic. Of course I have had a Britannia for a long time. I do really like these Britannias. I'm very nearly ordering a tube of the 2018s, potentially the Oriental border ones. I really like those. And then of course, one of my favourite coins is the Perth Luna 2 Year of the Dog coin. This is the 1 ounce version. Of course, I have the set from the ½ ounce to the 10 ounce in a lovely box, so some of you may have seen that. So, to that end, let me introduce you to my little bit of gold that I have. Let's just organise it there. So, here's the 3/4 ounce gold coins that I have. We'll start with the Britannia because it was the first one that I got. So no one on YouTube has seen this on my channel before, but this was the first one I got. 1/4 ounce gold Britannia, basically exactly the same as the silver version here. It's the 2017 and it's just an absolute piece of art, isn't it? I think it's a gorgeous coin. So there is that one. And then some of you may have actually seen the gold dog before. I did briefly show this when I ordered some of my my Year of the Dog coins a while back. But this is my favourite gold coin. I really like this coin. I think it's an absolute beautiful piece, and I'm really glad I picked it up. So there's that. And my most recent addition. There's no sort of February silver unboxing because this is what I picked up this month. It is the gold Philharmonic 1/4 ounce, and I was really inspired to get this by completion of the tube of silver ones, you know. And it was when I was looking for the ones in silver that I came across the gold one online. I just thought it's just a beautiful piece. Like the silver one itself is a pretty decent looking coin, but in gold I just think it's phenomenally good looking. Really love it. Still only worth 25 euros though. But we'll kind of get onto that topic in a minute. Before I get onto a little bit of chat about why I've got these gold coins, I'll just show you the last little bits I've got. So some of you may have also seen this little thing that I have. It is a 1 gram Panda silver shaker. Got me this for Christmas. Really cool little piece. You know, every little helps. It's only 1 gram, but it is really cool. And I recommend everyone pick these up because they're just the amount of detail they get in one little tiny coin is pretty phenomenal. And actually, the very first gold I ever got was these little gold nuggets. They're from Alaska. It's only 1/4 gram here, but I kind of bought these as a tester to see, do I like gold or not? And these little nuggets convinced me that I do like gold. They're just really cool. Like, it's only 1/4 gram, but like that, there's nothing in here. You'd be surprised that weighs 1/4 gram. So there you go. So anyway, the whole gold and silver story for me started about a year and a bit ago. I don't know if any of you know this, well some of you will know this, but I'm a scientist, and I actually got into gold and silver because of a channel called Cody's Lab. And he does things like, he does a bit of precious metals refining himself. He has his own mines and stuff, and you know, he recovers stuff from circuit boards or that kind of thing, and he poured his own gold and silver bits of jewellery and things, and I thought that's pretty cool. And then that's how I basically got into the gold and silver stacking ways. And you know, I was also looking for an investment channel at that point, and I thought the precious metals are a pretty good way of having a low risk and potentially high rewards investment. You know, most of us will understand the reasons for investing in gold and silver. They're a good store of wealth, which is the first thing. So it's a good store of wealth. You're very unlikely to lose lots of money with these things. But the potential upside is huge, and you know, the whole economic crisis, shit hits the fan scenario, as unlikely or as likely as that might be, it doesn't really matter to most people, but it is a possibility. It definitely is a possibility. So, you know, it's worth thinking about. And like I say, I think the upside is just massive. The potential upside is massive anyway. So why is it that I got into silver over gold, first of all? Well, I still think that if you look at the two metals together, I don't really have a particular preference over the look of either one. But I do think, and I think most of us would agree, that silver is probably the most undervalued of the two. Apart from that, it's also cheaper, you know, and it's easier to get a pretty tangible amount of silver. I've got nearly 200 ounces of silver now, and I've got just under an ounce of gold. And, you know, I do feel richer looking at my silver than when I look at my gold. Now, that sounds silly, but psychologically that can be important for some people. The other reason, of course, was, as I say, I think silver is the most undervalued, and that kind of feeds into the gold-silver ratio. So when I started stacking, the gold-silver ratio was about 65 to 1. It's nearly around 80 to 1 now, I think, and that is historically huge. I mean, some people like to say that the ratio should really be 10 to 1, because that's roughly the ratio that gold comes out of the ground compared to silver, or silver to gold, should I say. But historically, anywhere between 30 and 50 is pretty normal, and we're way above that right now. So, you know, you've got the old strategy of trading your silver in for gold when the silver ratio is low, or trading your gold in for silver when it's the other way around. So I thought silver is the better investment right now. So that's why I've concentrated mostly on silver. So if I believe that silver is a better investment, why is it that I've gone for gold at all? Well, you know, first of all, diversity is always a good idea in any stack. But also, as I say, I do think gold is undervalued as well. I don't think it's unreasonable to think of, you know, $8,000 gold in the next crisis, if and when it occurs. Well, it will occur, but will gold rocket up like some people predict? Maybe not, but it has the potential to go up that high, I think. And in that spirit, you know, when we do see the next economic crisis, gold is, you know, the classic safe haven. It will be the first to go up in price. Silver tends to lag behind a little bit. Historically, when these things happen, certainly in the last crisis, in the 2008-2009 period, you know, gold started rising way before silver did. And although silver, you know, outpaced gold in terms of the percentage rise it eventually achieved, gold was the first one to react. So, you know, if things go wrong, I want to have a bit of gold to hedge with, basically. You know, you have the obvious advantage of gold as well, which is that it's far easier to stack, right? So that little stack right there is about, you know, anywhere about £700 worth of gold right there, you know, about 3/4 of an ounce. Whereas this stack, which is far more sizable, you know, that stack there is what, 4 times bigger than the other one in weight. And it's only worth, you know, maybe £45 at a push if you talk about premiums and stuff. So gold is worth far, far more per weight, and that makes it much, much easier to handle. And I mean, that's basically why I went into gold. I mean, I never really thought about gold until I really started looking at silver properly, and I don't know what my strategy is really. I'm thinking just buy 1/4 ounce coins for a while, see where I get to. I think next I've got the maple leaf in my sights, which I think is a really cool looking coin. The color of the gold in the maple leaf coins is almost yellowy. It's really quite fascinating. So that's what I'm looking forward to next. But I will of course keep stacking my silver, because as I'd say, I do think it is the primary investment right now for me. I think it's the best value by a long way, and we'll see how that pans out over the next few years. Anyway guys, I thought I'd just give you a little rundown of my little gold stack. So yeah, just under an ounce right now, and we'll be over an ounce in the next couple of months, I hope. But I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care guys, cheers.